Okay, this is the turnoff to the actual road. This is Airstream Harbor right here that I'm standing on. So that's 147 going back towards the Vala. That is 147 going back towards Castle Boykin. So that's the bridge crossing the lake and all that. The Castle Boykin's probably, like I say, a mile and a half down that way, not far at all. About where those vehicles are now is where our place is. This is the road going to the property. This will be your closest neighbor on the same side of this road. That'll be the closest neighbor. They're not full-timers, they're just part-time. Don't know if they have plans coming back up here later, full-time or what. Hopefully it doesn't get too loud. I'm gonna jump on the side by side. The property is right across from that garbage can right there. It's basically that land right there. Sorry, I hope this isn't too loud. I never said I was the most professional real estate agent out there. I should have showed you that. So let me back up. That's the little house that I said was your closest neighbor. There's another little place. Both of these are really neat, clean places. That's a second place right there. I know it looks like an RV park, but it's not. That's just their RV park there. That's a horse trailer park there. They're not full-time, believe it or not. They look like they're full-time, but they're not. I say there's the other place. And the corner of Dad's property, that's one corner of it, and that's the property line right there. I think you can kind of see an opening down through there. There's another ribbon right. You may can see it. I don't know if you can or not, but there's another ribbon that's tied on the property line. But it's like I say, it's a straight shot. It's a very rectangular shaped property. So you can get an idea. That's about the average size of the tree that's on this place. There's just tons of little trees that you could leave to maintain some privacy, or cut them and really open it up, give these other trees room to grow. I'm gonna drive to the back of it here in a minute. Like I say, you can drive all over it. It's that open right now, and it's rough. We haven't done anything as far as leveling it or doing anything like that. There is a driveway on the property, but the driveway is right here. This looks very confusing. I'll explain it. So that's the driveway that's on the property. This is the property line right here. So it's gonna run from here kind of back down that direction, but it's right there. All this land right here is National Forest. That's the subdivision, or that's the road that goes to, I better get out on the highway or the road. That's the road that goes to Airstream Harbor on down that way. It's probably a quarter of a mile, I'd say, on down there. But this driveway is used by a guy. I'll show you his house. There's a house right there to the right. Basically the property line. That fence, I don't know if you can see it real good, that fence is not the property line. That is a weekend house right there, and they're here probably 4 weekends out of the year, not much at all. So I'm just going to kind of randomly drive over the property now and give you an idea of kind of, the little pines that are here are just little saplings. This is one of the smaller oaks right here. It's give you an idea. What is that? 6 inches, 5 inches? But it's got some fairly mature hardwoods on it. That's a pretty big tree there. you reference where I am. I don't think I even showed you that house across the street from it. I will when I go back out, but that's the road coming in. There's my for sale sign right there. We're not even, might be halfway back to the back by now. Another good size oak there, but this is probably the highest part of the property right here. Everything it slowly falls off to the back and slowly falls off to the front that way. You can't even really tell it, but I think that's the way the water wants to drain. It definitely, it's not on this property, but there's a little bit of a drain, kind of small creek on the other side of this property line. I'm not gonna go all the way there to the back, but we're probably 80 yards from the back of this property right now. If you come here and walk it, hell, I'll just drive to it. Gonna be a little bouncy, but bear with me. Just trying to make this video a little shorter. This is the back left of the property here. When you walk it, it'll be easy to find. That's the stake right there. When I showed you the property line from the road a while ago, I said there's that lane. That's the lane of the property line looking back towards Airstream Harbor right there. And then over this way, you pretty much see that property line runs down just until right in here. It's thicker over on this side over here, so the property's over here. I'm not gonna go that other property line, but it's the other corner, but it's marked. I think it's marked a little better than that one is, so when y'all come to look at it, you'll easily be able to see it. I'm halfway to it. I'll just go to it. National Forest on that side. The National Forest kind of lays out weird the way it's just a little piece of it up that joins it up at the front of the property. That is this land back here. I think they're fixing to clear it, but I don't know what they're going to do with it. But that will be the back right property line. So I'll just go right up this property line. Bigger hardwood there. I guess I hadn't shown you kind of the canopy, I guess you would say, but this place, it really would be a pretty place. You get a few more trees out of here to where these other ones would grow. I'll show you is the neighbor across the road. They have a really nice place, and they are full-time. We're back to the front. There's the Airstream Harbor. that borders him. That's National Forest, and then that's the corner right there of my dad's property. That's National Forest for a little ways. So there you go. And that's the road back out. If you need anything, give me a call.